Welcome back to Upper Michigan Today, everybody, talking about National Hospice Month. We've pulled in Leslie Parkinen from the UP Home Health and Hospice and Susan Duquette from Lake Superior Hospice into this conversation to talk about the important role that volunteers play in these two organizations. So, Leslie, I'll start with you. You're the volunteer coordinator for UP Home Health and Hospice.
Yes.
What kind of a role do the volunteers play in the overall operations of the organization?
Well, it's an important role because there are different aspects of volunteering. There's your companion, your vigil, your veteran, and also office volunteers. So also, and we do Dancing with Our Stars, so there's helping with that. But what's most important about it is compassion for the patient and giving a little bit of respite for people who are their primary caregiver.
And Susie, what are some of those specific roles? You mentioned some of the titles that one might have, but what does the work actually look like from the volunteers?
The work, well, first they'll go through a training, a pretty comprehensive training, and of course the background checks. They go through some hoops to get started. Not bad, it's very fast. And then they will go visit patients. We'll hook them up, match them according to their comfort level. We never, give them anything that they don't want. And then there's also, when they visit a patient, the patient and the family know that that volunteer is going to visit them. They might just be there for a friendly visitor, maybe for a half hour to an hour, or for respite, as Leslie said, for longer periods of time. Maybe that family member just wants to go take a walk or take a shower and they don't want to leave their loved one alone. Or they have appointments. Life goes on, unfortunately, and so, even family members have appointments and things. And so our volunteers can sit with them and kind of normalize life with them. They provide a gap between the professional caregivers and their family members. They're like an in-between person.
Sure.
So, yeah, they can go visit patients. There's help in the office, putting packets together, help with events, as Leslie said as well. So they play a big role.
Yeah.
What's the need like for volunteers at Lake Superior Hospice, Susie?
There's an ongoing need. Currently we have 32 active volunteers, but then we have snowbirds that will leave in the winter, and then we have NMU students that will kind of fill that gap. But it's ever evolving. We have people who go on vacations or people who get sick. So there's always a need, and each volunteer that comes in are unique. They bring their own set. If you have compassion and a smile, you can do that.
And what about at Home Health and Hospice? What does your volunteer need look like?
We have about 15 to 20, and we're always looking for more. We actually are doing a orientation January 18th.
Okay.
So.
And what does an orientation, I guess, what are the requirements? If I'm interested in this, what are some of those requirements I need to meet?
Well, there are some regulations regarding HIPAA, the Privacy Act. We do a background check, some fingerprinting, but it's not all seriousness. There are some good aspects of it as well. And then we offer some lunch and have a light breakfast.
But you don't have to have like a healthcare background?
No.
Okay.
It just sounds like you just have to have the right attitude and ideas around camaraderie, because really hospice is full end-of-life care, and to have family members by your side is such a great thing. But some people don't have anybody, so I can imagine that the role of a volunteer, drivers are so important too, but the role of just a friend volunteer, I feel like that can make just a really incredible difference.
It normalizes their life for a few minutes.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll put up the information for both organizations on our website. If you are interested in learning more about being a volunteer or, getting in touch with either of them, we'll make it really easy for you. I want to thank you both so much for what you do and for your time here this morning.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right, we're not done here yet this morning. We're going to wrap things up, and we have a special what am I
we
trying to say?
We have a sneak peek into Les Miserables happening at Marquette Senior High School at the end of the show, so stick around. We do have another commercial break to wrap up our conversation about hospice when we come back.